Yeah, it's like a duality. But I'm just saying, like, the travel itself is just it's daunting, dude. It gets. I don't think people understand that. You're like, oh, sitting on planes all the time is a fucking. It's just you're like plane to plane to hotel to hotel to plane to plane to hotel to hotel to go home, unpack. Enough time to say what's up to a few people, do your thing, do laundry, get right back on a plane again.
And it compounds. Like 1 or 2, yeah, that's not that bad. And I
week
think that's
after
how
week
people,
after week is tough.
But they don't realize how often you can be on the road.
It sucks. I mean, it's hard. And people are like, oh, don't bitch about it. It's like, okay, man, then I guess we can't bitch about anything.
That shit killed Avicii.
Yeah.
You watched that documentary on Netflix?
He was flying around the world to a degree that was absurd.
There is that. But I watched that documentary, and I'm like, they should have called this How We Killed Avicii.
Yeah, it was. The managers.
No shit.
That was so fun.
He's like, my body hurts.
They're like, oh, you're going to let down the fans?
Yeah, and he's in the hospital. He's like, they go, Avicii, you shouldn't leave. He's like, no, it's okay. I have to DJ.
Can you imagine, though? I know this sounds disgusting, but like, when someone's like, hey, but it's like $1 million a show.
That's the
it's
tough
crazy
part
to be like, how do you say no?
Once you pop and you're at that level as a DJ, like, and DJs are the new Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith, and it's one guy getting all that money. So
and there's no
just
production value.
There's no production. You just got to dance in a cubicle, an LED cubicle for a few hours. So
many DJs right now are like, you don't know the production value. It's like,
dude, you know who
I know there is, but it's not the same.
You know who the real star is? Is the light and fog guy in the back, just like,
just dripping in sweat. Yeah,
they should be sucking his dick.
Yeah, he should be the real hero.
It's like animatronic. It's like Jurassic Park controls the T-Rex,
right?
And they're trying to suck the T-Rex's dick.
You're like, what about the guy that did it?
It should be the roadie with all the keys.
Yeah, those guys work their ass off.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has to.
He puts on the show.
He just has to show up and put on a great show.
So when you're bringing this to Avicii and you're Avicii and he's like, look, it's $2 million to do Ultra and you're doing an hour set, he could be riddled with bullets. And he's like, yeah, yeah. When does it take off?
I'll make it work.
I'll make it work.
Well, because all those things, that's the other problem with when you get famous, like those guys are famous, is like they set up your life to be perfect so you don't, like, I'm still thinking, I book my own hotels. I worry about the details. I have to book my features. I have to fly people and get hotels and do that thing and da-da-da-da and scheduling, da-da-da. Like, I still take on a lot of work. Those guys, it's like the private plane is outside.
Show up.
The cars are outside. The hotels are already booked.
We have someone who's going to shit
for you. The meals are in your room. Yes.
We're going to hook up a pipe to your butthole. Avicii, you don't chew, pee, or poop anymore.
But DJ.
You just have to show your sack of bones just has to be in front of this cube.
I am DJ. Extract the poop. Extract the poop. Woo, you're just sucking it out of him. Yeah, those guys. So when it's made like that, it's even harder to say no. And like, how, you know, like, it's easier for me to get exhausted because I'm like doing so much of it. Mm-hmm. We promote it. Who do you think promotes a tour? Me.
Yeah, there's that too.
Like, I learned what that was like. Kreischer sat down with me one time when we were maybe at ATC or something, and he was like, you know, talking about ticket sales, or he was talking about like bringing people on the road, I think. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, God, promoting is hard. And like, I didn't really know yet. And I was like, no, you know, I try to throw it up on my social and do my thing. And he's like, yeah. He's like, just wait. It gets way harder when you start doing theaters. And it's true. The promoting is remarkably different because people know what a comedy club is. They're used to it. They're almost accustomed to going there. But then you put it in the theater, it's kind of outside this norm.
So it's beyond awareness at this point. It's like,
yeah, it's tough. So sometimes people just don't know you're there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many times I get a tweet or
an
Instagram
dude, all the time.
Like,
every comic
when
knows.
you're coming to Atlanta, it's like, I was just there.
The day you leave the city you perform for, you'll get a DM or a comment.
Coming?
When you coming?
Let me turn around. You know what? Pilot?
Yeah.
It becomes a thing where you're like, what could be the medium to do that? Actually, like somebody was telling me, guys like Joe Coy from that generation, like they have so many email lists. Like they've cultivated incredible email lists. I mean, our generation doesn't do that, but foolishly so, because that guy sold at the Forum twice. Granted, he's famous, but also he's cultivated a lot of fans over the years.
Yeah, man, I know Joe Coy from way back. He was one of the first headliners to like I could feature for. He had me open for him for a bit, and we would do Irvine and Brea and stuff, and like those were sold out and shit.
Yeah,
this is years ago.
Oh, dude, he's been selling out for a long time, man. But guys like that also knew how to
Oh, he was very good about getting emails and stuff.
Smart.
And
smart.
And emails more personal. Like sometimes I'll throw a story up or like an Instagram post, but that's not the same as a fucking email to someone.
No,
like,
emails more personal. Hey, what's up? I'm in your city, and they're like, dope, because they. Yeah, that's the hard. So I've learned that's the hardest. That's why you see Bert and those guys doing tons of great promotion online, because they know how to like reconnect with an audience via the dance competition when him and Segura did, or like Bert will hire a mariachi band in his backyard, and you're like, it's to get attention, to be like, hey, I'm coming to your city, because there's plenty of people that probably want to see you that don't really care or follow social unless they hear someone go, dude, on Twitter I saw so and so.
You're right.
It's super difficult, and
Yeah.
that I'm learning is like,
Yeah, you don't know that.
so
When we first start doing
overwhelming.
stand-up, you just think it's about doing stand-up. But then you reach this other part of it where you have to be like talented, but then you also have to, there's like a hustle element to it too.
Huge.
And
That's a
marketing
huge part.
Yeah, it's almost bigger than this.
Barry Rothbard, we ran into him having coffee, and he goes 10 years ago, wouldn't it be crazy if I told you that in 10 years you'll have to be like a podcaster, a marketing executive,
Guru, yeah.
a salesman. He's like, you'd have to be 15 things before you'd even get to also do stand-up. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't think that that's true, because back when you first really get into stand-up, you're like, all I need to do is write the best I can and work
put my
as hard
head
as I can.
down,
and, like,
get really good
working.
at stand-up, and the
Right.
rest will work itself
That's
out.
not true at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
You learn that it's like,
It almost behooves you just to learn algorithms, and you'll be a
if you were, I mean, dude, Dane Cook, we've talked about it before. Dane Cook was
With
a genius at MySpace and the internet, and everyone was like, what is he doing that I'm not doing? It's like everything online. He learned how to do everything online. I give him crazy props for that, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible foresight to be like, oh, this is a new medium that no one's really doing right now.
and then throwing his shit up on Napster too.
Super smart. Yeah. Throw it up. Yeah. We're still learning how to do that now. We've talked about that, like with your special, to chop it up and put it online. It's like,
Dude, this last
finally
year,
getting the availability
like,
to do
no
it.
one saw it when it came out on CISO, you know, and then
On
exactly. So
No,
people
I-
didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
People even if they knew what it was, they didn't know how to get it.